Do you keep up with trends? Well, if you don't, you may get left behind in the marketing world anyway. David, how do you keep up with changing trends in the world?
Changing trends, I always try to maybe stay this 1 or 2 trends behind whatever's really popular.
Okay.
Because sometimes new thing comes out. Everyone goes to get the new thing, right? And then right after that, when it's not as new, they're like, hey, you can pay this special price and get 2 of them for the, price and a half. You know what I mean? It's kind of like, I like to just...
You wait for the sale.
I wait for the sale.
You don't go for the brand new phone.
Right.
Right. Get a couple of generations. Okay, so you sort of keep up with trends, but you have a little delayed, right?
Yeah, I've got a system.
What's that called? You're slow to
slow adopter.
Slow adopter,
Yeah, slow
right?
adopter.
You're not a quick adopter. All right, that's fine. That's good. You probably save some money. Well, there's a line in our article that says this. It says it's easy to jump to simplistic conclusions based on what you think you know or heard. Do you find yourself doing this from time to time, jumping to these simplistic conclusions, David?
Absolutely. I find myself in relationships with people. Maybe they'll tell me, oh, I'm having this problem with this relationship in my life. And I'll say, oh, you should just do this.
Yeah.
And jumping to a simplistic conclusion without knowing the full picture about this person's relationship.
Something comes to mind, you say it, you just make this conclusion, right? But you didn't really think through it, and it may be more complex.
Right.
And so it's not so, the simple conclusion may not fit. Well, what does it mean to think like a disruptor? When you hear that word disruptor, you're like, I don't want to disrupt, but in this article, they make it sound like it's a good thing.
They do, and it could be a good thing. Really, thinking like a disruptor is just not going along with the status quo, we call it, right? Like instead of just going along with what people normally do all the time, instead you're thinking, this is a good idea. How can it be improved? What things could I do that could make this an even better product, or even change the way people think of this product so that I become like the main new thing, right?
Yeah.
Thinking that way can allow you to innovate.
Well, we can think outside the box, right? That's another phrase that we use. That's a kind of another way of saying think like a disruptor, right? What can I do that's new? What else can I consider? Sometimes we need to get outside of our own heads, right?
Right.
And if we're in marketing or business, we need to be asking ourselves, what does the customer want? And what's their feedback? And how can I incorporate that? Right?
Yeah.
So there's lots of things that we can do with regards to being a disruptor. Well, we hope that you enjoy our marketing article this month and that you go out and be a disruptor in a good way.